fighting games.
Fighting games are beautiful. Just two unfathomably roided up martial artists slapping the frosted tips off each other, while two real-life humans break most of their fingers, button mashing the most complicated input known to man. You know, instead of going to therapy. Inspiring stuff, I know. Now what makes fighting games uniquely hilarious to me is that while most of the time both participants look like they could reasonably kick the shit out of me 17 days out of the calendar week, it's also not an uncommon occurrence to be watching a brutal, devastating grudge match where one side is Barney the recently unfriendly dinosaur and he's fighting a literal car.
Both of which I would definitely lose again. Anyway, to keep this brief because I just got violently evicted from the gym I was in and I don't fancy sitting in the middle of the road forever, let me ask this question. What the hell are these characters doing in a fighting game? Appearances can be deceiving. There's a number of characters in fighting games that, contextually while not really fitting in, chuck a majority of average Joes against them in a fighting ring, and I guarantee that most of us would end up with outstanding healthcare bills by the time they're done with us.
In the same sense, despite some characters like Shaquille O'Neal from Shaq Fu being a bit of a head-scratcher, reasonably speaking they'd still be a minus 300 favorite against most of us in a scrap. Like seriously, bro is 7 foot tall, done a million sponsorship deals, and can probably violently pelt a microwave oven at me as one of his specials. What, you still expect me to want to fight him? Fuck you. Now similarly, despite being a full mini fridge shorter, Fred Durst from the game Fight Club also fits. Like come on, man has made endless songs about breaking stuff, being just, you know, generally aggravated and whatever the he said she said bullshit is. Now don't let him being 5'7" fool you. In a self-defense situation, I would bet good money that Fred Durst has got that dog in him. Speaking of which, imagine having to fight a dog under tournament rules like in Super Smash Bros. Granted, this is Smash Bros, so the tournament rules do permit me to shoot the dog, but once again, still not what I expect a typical fight to be. But also once again, here's like 8 dogs that I wouldn't want to fight, so valid. And another thing I am choosing to validate myself on today is the decision to include Pepsi Man from fighting vipers in this video. Now I'm unsure about whose Pepsi-induced hypoglycemic coma inspired the addition of Pepsi Man to a fighting game, but shit man, maybe I ought to go buy a couple of liters myself because like, goddamn man, look at him. 6'2", muscular, visible abs, bro's gotta be about 8% body fat with the other 92% presumably being Pepsi.
But yeah, bro would win a fight against me. He would hit me once and I would I'm gonna switch segments now. I'm switching segments.
Now I personally think that Super Smash Bros. Is absolutely hilarious. Just the idea of all of these fluffy, lovable mascots deciding, you know what, I'm sick of putting all of my differences aside. Today we beef over differences. Like honestly, the entire thing's just completely absurd. Like imagine walking into Disneyland expecting to have a good time and then immediately getting fucking jumped by Minnie Mouse.
However, parallel to the sheer absurdity that is letting Sonic the Hedgehog punch me in the stomach, God I wish, there exists another mascot platform fighter in Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl that, via some cosmic anomaly, somehow ends up being stranger than Smash Bros.
See the Smash Bros roster? Big fucking gorilla, guns, swords. Oh god, that's a lot of swords. Seems reasonable. But in saying that, I would still probably rather fight a dude with an actual sword than fuck around and find out what made Hugh Neutron so pissed off. But like, come on man, look at this roster. Like, half of this roster are literally just dudes. No powers, no source. Like, that is just a kid. That is just a kid. Imagine me in year 3 rocking up to PE class and my teacher being like, yeah, sorry kids, class is cancelled. Also, you have to fight the fucking Ninja Turtles.
However, at a certain point, any sense of decency just gets forcibly evacuated out of the building, and we're left with a scenario where they just let fucking anybody into these games.
And I mean anybody.
Dog, look at my lawyer, I'm getting my ass beat. Like Phoenix, right? I love when there's just characters in fighting games that are just like, this is a dude with a job. Like it's just fucking Gary over here. Wait, hold on. What? This is just a dude with a motion capture suit on. And his name is Mocap. I don't just rock up to a fight calling myself Shirt Pant, because I'm wearing a shirt and some pants. This dude's just a slab of meat. This is just a whole-ass automobile. Sylvester Stallone, I thought you were like 70. Holy fucking shit, it's John Cena. I'm the Joker, baby.
You know, and then it starts getting really messy because you encounter a scenario where you have a character who's just like wearing zero clothes, and she is fighting Pojo the chicken, who is, for all intents and purposes, a fucking chicken. And then it's like, well, who's supposed to win here? And it's like, damn, man. Anyway, I could go on. Oh, hell, man. I think my camera is running out of battery. Anyway, I'll see you next video.